What could be better than a small Black Friday unboxing? A small Black Friday unboxing while enjoying a nice blueberry, strawberry, banana smoothie. Mixed with multivitamins, of course. Greetings, comrades. This is again Caleb, back with a small Black Friday unboxing video. I know the last year I did an unboxing, I had a bunch of like small packages. This time, I just ordered one thing, but it's something I've been wanting for a while, and I've been waiting for it on sale. There's another thing I wanted, but there wasn't a Black Friday sale for it, so I figured, maybe some other time. But yeah, I said to get just one Black Friday item this year around. And before I do, I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. I'm playing Battlefield 6, and this happened to come right in the middle of a match. But anyway, this requires a little bit of context. Now, as you all know, I love 8BitDo. I have quite a few of the controllers, and they've all been really good. Well, aside from that one. But anyway, this needs a little bit of context. This is the SN30 Pro. You already see this, you're going to probably tell what I ordered, but just a little background. This is the SN30 Pro. As you can see, it's modeled after the Super Nintendo controller, complete with the two concave buttons, and two convex buttons down here. And naturally, it has, you know, the modern controller aspect. You see these, they have like dual joysticks, the extra shoulder buttons or triggers, however you pronounce them, and a little switch player indicator on the bottom, which indicates the battery life and whatnot. And yeah, it manages to add all these modern features while keeping the aesthetics of the Super Nintendo controller. Definitely a solid controller, but they made it even better with the Pro 2. Had this for a few years, haven't been using this that much, mainly because I'm using one with the Hall Effect joysticks. But yeah, this is basically the original Pro controller, but better. Not only do you have the standard controller style grips you have here, so I have a much more ergonomic feel. You also have back buttons, which you can program to the 8BitDo app. And not only that, you also have bigger triggers to naturally accommodate these bigger grips. And you also have a replaceable battery, which is handy because most of the 8BitDo controllers, they have built-in rechargeable batteries. So when those run out, yeah, you're pretty much SOL. But here you have replaceable batteries. But probably my favorite feature of this controller is a 4-mode switch here. So it's between switch, X input, Android, and D input. So yeah, you can connect to 4 different devices at once, and yeah, really awesome controller and really solid, really worth the money. But how do you improve on perfection? Well, 8BitDo managed to do that with the Pro 3 Bluetooth controller. That's right, it pretty much takes cues from the Ultimate controller. As you know, it has the charging dock, you know, the included wireless adapter, and the Hall Effect joysticks naturally. But yeah, this is basically the Pro 2 controller, but better. Naturally, this comes with the charging dock, and you'll notice it also has 2 additional shoulder buttons. Much like the Ultimate 2 controller, it has 2 additional shoulder buttons as well as the standard shoulder buttons and the triggers. And yeah, the Ultimate 2 also has trigger stops, so you can go from analog to digital, which is really handy. I believe this has it as well. We'll find out as soon as we go through the box and whatnot. But yeah, Pro 3 Bluetooth controller for Switch, Windows, and Android. Yeah, it comes with the controller, the charging dock, and cable, as to be expected. And yeah, the thing about 8BitDo packaging, it's pretty simple. It doesn't show all the features it has. It doesn't go in your face like some companies do. But yeah. 1 second. I got some company. Alright, sorry about that. Just had my nephew and niece were visiting, and yeah, already told me making the video, so yeah. They'll leave me to it for the time being. And yeah, making some beans and sausage, though I won't be ready for another hour and a half. Gotta cook those babies slow. Anyway, don't need a knife for this because it has this little tab here, just pull off. Here we go. slide this off, and you can see there are a few different colorways. I recently made an orange one, but I decided to go for the purple. As you can see, it's based on the GameCube color layout, and it's a pretty iconic look. You know, some people don't like the purple, but I think it helps the GameCube stand out in some ways. You got the red B, green A, gray Y and X buttons. I figured I'd go with that. So anyway, slide this off. And there it is. Now see, now I wish more controller companies would do this. They put these little foam rings around the joystick so they don't like bend out of direction or anything and risk breaking the joysticks. I wish Hex Game would do that. They used to, but they stopped doing it. I don't know why. But yeah, we'll show this off in a minute. Here's a charging dock. And got a few extra DDOs here. You got the instruction manual. You know, don't throw it in your water cooler. You know, don't throw it out in the snow. All that stuff. Anyway, so naturally this is going to be the cable, which makes sense since you kind of need that to, you know, charge the controller. I like how it's purple, just like the controller, so that's pretty nice. By the way, if you're wondering, the controller normally goes for like $69.99. The Black Friday sale, I got it for like $55. So yeah, I was waiting for a sale for the GameSir G7 Pro, but it's still $80. So it's a shame GameSir isn't doing a Black Friday sale, but oh well. But here's something cool. These thumbstick caps can actually come off, and you can replace them with these little arcade style joystick caps, which you know, it's mainly for fun. You don't get much grip with them. That's mainly for like, playing retro games and whatnot. Yeah, and I've been playing Battlefield 6 with these. I'll tell you that right now. So they don't really have grip. It's just solid, smooth plastic. It feels surprisingly solid given their size. Anyway, let's go ahead and check the charging dock. Naturally, it'd be this very similar to the Ultimate 2, or the Ultimate controller for that matter. Yeah, it's a lot bulkier than the other ones. I guess to accommodate the shape of the Pro 3, and naturally, just like the Ultimate controller docks. Oh, okay, we got some more stuff. We'll show that in a minute. What's this? There's no need to take the adapter out. Just plug the charging dock to your PC via USB cable. Yeah, I mentioned this with the Ultimate controllers a while back. You can take this charging dock off, which is Type C, whereas the original Ultimate it's USB Type A. But yeah, this is the wireless receiver. You can plug it into your available Type C port in your computer or switch, but you can actually leave it in the dock, because when you, as I mentioned, when you plug in the dock into the computer, this dock basically becomes dual purpose. It charges the controller and acts as a wireless receiver, so that's really good. Now, this is pretty interesting. You have a few extra button caps here. You've got blue, yellow, green, red. I guess to sort of match the color for the Super Famicom style controllers. You also get this little extra nub here. I believe... Let's see what that is, actually. Because we got the instruction manual. Should if it does. So it comes with the charging dock, and stuff. Just need to see what the... I'm assuming... I don't... Turbo function, Bluetooth, wired... Weird, it doesn't say. I think I know what this is. You use this... Yeah, these are swappable button caps. Okay, I remember now. These button caps are held together magnetically. So what you do is take this little device here, this little plunger, and you pull them out. You can swap them out too. It's just really cool. As you see, it's on the Switch layout, but you switch it, you play it on the PC or whatever, you can switch it to the standard Xbox layout. And of course, you can check out these buttons as well. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, here's the controller itself. As you can see, pretty much just like the Pro 2, which is not a bad thing. But see what other features it has. Okay, mentioned we have the detachable thumbsticks here, which looks like they're held together quite a bit. I'm probably not going to take about too much. Again, these are mainly for fun. I'm probably not going to use these, but hey, nice to have. Yeah, layout's pretty much the same. You got the D-pad, which, ooh, this feels. Yeah, this D-pad feels slightly mushy. This one feels more tactile. Buttons feel the same though. You just have the benefit of having swappable magnetic caps. One thing I noticed, the A. Look here, the A button. It looks like a little off angle there. It's pointing a little up, slightly to the left. It shouldn't affect the button any. Alright, so there's your indicator there. So here are the shoulder buttons. Here are the extra shoulder buttons on the top here. Have a nice little click to it. Now let's check the back. Okay, so we have the back buttons here. Okay, we have we have quite a few different connections here now. We have Bluetooth. So we go here. You also have a switch out there, and you got D input, 2.4 gigahertz, and stuff. Okay, so this is not like the Pro 2 where you can just switch and you're good to go. Certain functionality will work on the Switch, and yeah, you want to play on the X input, and I think Switch 2 you'll need the dongle. That's interesting, but of course you can use it wired if you prefer. I'll toy with it, see what works and what doesn't. But yeah, we got the shoulder buttons, or grip buttons here, and just like the Ultimate 2, we have trigger stops. We have travel there, turn that on. Ooh, yeah. Nice tactile triggers there. I think you have a lot less travel in the Ultimate 2 controllers. Trigger stops. See, a very feature-packed controller. And I mainly bought this for the PC, but you can, naturally it's for the Switch as well. And I believe the Switch 2, I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so I can't really test that. But let's go ahead and swap out the button caps. Okay, you gotta push it down real good so that it'll get suction. I'm going to switch it to the, you know, PC Xbox layout, because that's what I'm used to. Okay, so X here. So you got a little notch there. It only goes in one way, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about accidentally putting it upside down or anything like that. It feels kind of weird. Yeah, I think the A button printing's a little off center, but the button itself should be okay. Okay, and put it on the dock. Doesn't that look good? Yeah, but like I said, I mainly bought this as a PC, but you can use it on the Switch. And it's really cool. It comes with extra button caps, as well as this little plunger, so you can actually change out the keycaps and whatnot. So let's see. Okay, good thing, I guess, stick it like this, because that little gap there, actually just enough room for the plunger to go in. Alright, so that is the Pro 3 controller from 8BitDo. Go and clear out the area here a bit. Yeah, glad guys, I've been wanting to get this for a while since it was announced. I was waiting for a sale, and that sale came. Maybe one day I'll get a GameStore G7 Pro, but it's not exactly on the top of my priority list right now. But yeah, I love the Pro controller. I love the Pro 2 controller. I get the feeling I'm going to love this as well. So anyway, this is MGameCaleb signing out. Have a good day.